are, but for some reason she keeps bringing up the patience with you. So that's I don't know what that means, but I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It absolutely does.
So this transition, I think she's talking about it because you deserve it, and I just want to see why she was doing. It was just it's fun how she brought it in song.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's fun.
No, like I said, I can do I do angel readings, but I can't do it on yourself. And I have certain cards I can use, but you can't do it on yourself. Kind of.
It is hard to do, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's why I'm so glad I have Danger, because we check in with each other every week.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Danger and I talk about all the time, healers need healing too. So make sure you seek out healing. Yeah, like Reiki, receiving readings for yourself on occasion.
Yep.
Does she realize I guess, how can I put it, my belief in angels and stuff like this? Because I've always, for years now, had a connection and collected, and my girlfriend turned me on to it like when I probably about maybe almost 20 years ago now, and she had passed away from ALS, and I ever since I met her, and even still to this day, I still collect them. And does my mom know or realize I do this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
The fun thing about spirit is, like, they're the all-knowing once they cross over, you know. But she's such a light being herself. Like, to me, she comes through as she falls right in line with a guardian angel, like, watching over you. So this is more than just a loved one. She's working with you.
Yeah, there's a strong connection there, absolutely. A lot of people don't.
She was an empath, but she never even knew it, because she used to be able to dream or see my father or her mother. And I can't connect with them in my dreams. I think I shut myself down. I don't know why, but I tend to. And
you're trying too hard.
You know, I just let it be kind of thing now, you know? So sometimes I find my feathers, my dimes.
Yeah, those are all great signs. It's interesting you're talking about dreams. I had a reading this evening with a client, and I actually had two. And the first one, the person said to me, "I've been asking for over a year," and she communicates with someone before bed and asks them to come into their dreams. And Spirit responded that they can't do it because your dream state is within your own energy being. And if your dream, if that part of your dimension is not open, the person can't come in. So it is a energetic, like, you really have to be, just let it go. So now that you're just letting go and seeing if it happens, I do send some white light around that and hope that you can get some visitations. I wish we had more time to chat. Yeah.
Brandy, in the end, I'm getting older now, and I always think, you know, here today, gone tomorrow. And I do have strong beliefs, but actually, will she be there on the other side for me? Will, you know, when it's my time, so to speak, will she be there? You know?
Oh, absolutely.
I have that chance to meet up with my mom and dad again, especially my father. He's been gone for over 30-something years. He died when I was 20.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah, time only matters to the living.
Yeah, time only matters here on Earth.
Yeah. So you'll definitely be seeing them. Definitely.
That's what I would like, you know, in the end. That would be the biggest thing for me, especially my father. Especially, I mean, I love my mom. Don't get me wrong, but
I would encourage you to read some of Doreen Virtue's content. She has a lot of books around connecting.
I have her book.
Oh, good. Yeah. So
I have her cards. I have her book. Do you know, though, she's changed? She used to be more along the angels, and stuff like that. Now it's all more religious. So her aspect has changed.
Yeah, I just so her son Charles is more open. So it's so I work with a lot of his stuff. But I would encourage you to really work with if you're working in the angelic realm, it's really important to just know and trust all of the things I know you're seeking, because you would love for us to, validate what you're receiving. But I'm hearing you need to trust and believe that your loved ones are with you, that she's listening. All of those things come in when you're working with the angelic realm. They hold space for all of that for you.
Yeah, they do.
That's where that trusting comes from.
My parents know I kiss the picture of them every morning, both of them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I wake up and I tell them good morning, and I give them a kiss, and I say good night.
Oh, that's so very nice.
That's very sweet. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and I hope you keep doing cards and keep exploring.
Yeah.
I'm glad you called in, and love and light to you, my dear. Your loved ones are definitely with you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
I love hearing people working with different forms of divination, and really exploring their ability to connect. But it is hard to hear for yourself.
Oh, absolutely. When message comes through for myself, it's the left brain's job to doubt it. So it's very, very hard. So absolutely.
Yeah. So, Danger, we have a few other events coming up, and we wanted to talk about those. We already mentioned Portland, Maine. That is on June 12th. And we've got on June 27th, we are going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. So we're pretty excited about that. It's going to be at Union Station in Nashville. And you can also check that out by going to thepsychicandthemedium.com. July 25th, we're pretty excited because that is going to be a psychic dinner, and it is at the Bull Run Restaurant in Shirley, Massachusetts. You can actually get tickets through them on that event, and you go to the Bull Run Restaurant online and look for Messages from the Stars.
Yeah.
That's the name of our tour.
I actually just put a button up on our website for that, too. We're doing a little bit of revamp on the website. So if you head over to thepsychicandthemedium.com and go click on the tickets and readings page, you can get tickets to all of our events, or you can book a reading with Brandy and myself. So go check out the new website. Let me know what you think. And if you want to be a guest on the show, we're always looking for cool people to come on and chat with us and help us do readings, or just anything that feeds the soul. Just head over to the website, thepsychicandthemedium.com, and shoot us a message from the contact page.
That's great stuff. And also talking about our readings, Danger, we've decided we're going to do these little 15-minute mini reads, like little power reads, and the two of us will work together, and this is easiest through Skype, and Skype is really easy to download. So if you are interested in one of those readings, once again, that's thepsychicandthemedium.com, and we're excited about doing that.
Absolutely.
So how can people reach you, Danger?
Well, you can head over to my website. That's readingsbyd.com. Top of the page there, you can click and put your email address in and subscribe to my newsletter. That's how you're going to stay afloat of everything I got going on, where I'm going to be, when our next events are, etc., etc. So that is readingsbyd.com. Also, you can head over to my Facebook page, and that is also Readings by D. And just when you're over there, click like. And if you would go ahead and click like on our Psychic and the Medium Facebook page, that would be amazing as well. Brandy, how can people get in touch with you? BrandyWells.com. That's BRANDIE Wells.com. And just click book now if you would like to have a reading with me. And I do 15-minute all the way up to full hour sessions by phone, Skype, Zoom, and in person in Keene or Concord, New Hampshire. And I also have a really fun event coming up this Sunday, and I have 9 tickets left on the bus. Wow,
and it's
nice.
called Sunday Fun Day, and it's a women's trip. Sorry, Danger, no boys allowed.
I quit.
And it's just a really fun day on Route 101, going from Pickety Place for lunch all the way to Moonlight Meadery, Dublin Flea Market. I'm doing some readings on the bus. There's also optional massages. It's just an awesome day.
I actually really need a massage. Thanks, Brandy. Thanks for making it women's only. Whatever.
I recommend. I'm going to give him a plug. Aaron Cubbage.
Aaron Cubbage.
He's amazing. He is such a good massage therapist. He's really helped me through a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's too long of a drive for me, but I got you there. I hear you.
Yeah. I think that pretty much covers all that good stuff we have going on. Once again, everyone, we are looking for guests, and it can be anything, authors, musicians, nonprofit organization that you want to present. If you have an inspirational story you want to tell us, a really good conversation that will feed someone else's soul, we're open for it. We'd love to have you on the show.
We would. Head over to the website, thepsychicandthemedium.com, and shoot us a message, please.
So, Danger, we are going to close the show.
We are.
And we're going to do that by just wishing everyone a beautiful week and love and light to all of you as you move forward on your journey. And we will see you all next week right here on Soul Central with Brandy and
Danger. Everybody have an awesome evening.
Good night.
A1R. 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 The Ask One Radio Network.
Live from the light. A1R Psychic Radio is planet Earth's #1 metaphysical, spiritual, and psychic radio network. Nobody reaches more souls than us. Time for Persian Medium I Am Power with Fiona. Live from PersianMedium.com. Connect direct. Our readings are always 100% free. Call now. In North America, dial toll free 888-454-ASK1. That's 888-454-2751. Or visit our website at AskOneRadio.com. There you'll find more numbers for Washington, D.C., London, and Sydney. Or connect at Facebook at Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. This is Persian Medium I Am Power A1R. The Ask One Radio Network.
Hello fans, hello followers, hello students. This is Fiona, Persian Medium I Am Power. Beautiful day. I'm actually sitting in a balcony. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day, and I'm so thankful and so grateful for everything I have, especially you guys. And before I take any callers, would like to talk about a couple things. The first important thing is many of you guys looking for me to helping you for finding missing people and connecting with those people who've been missing for a long time, or maybe about a week ago, 2 months ago. And unfortunately, the email that you guys send it to me through PersianMedium@gmail.com may not really received by me, or because I'm receiving tons of emails, I may have lost that. So please, if you are guys looking for helping officers, local officers, if you guys looking for finding missing people and helping the detective and other stuff and other people around, please just send email to support@abitadvice.com, support@abitadvice.com. So they are going to immediately tell me about you guys, and I will definitely get connect, and let's universe and my gift and everything will help all of us to give you guys the best ever answer. I understand when someone missing, especially kids, some loved one, their one, it's very hard. It's very, very hard, especially when we do not have any clue that where is this person right now, what she's or he's doing. I understand the pain. I completely understand that the family's life will be completely upside down because it's very hurtful, and my heart is with you guys. And all I can say, you do not give up. Always listen to your feelings and thought and connection and your inner voice. If you're a parent and you lost your children or your children is missing, I wanted you to not give up and listen and feel and sense, because parents always, especially mom, has always a very specific and very special sense, which is a gift from God. I wanted you to listen. It's still that you're panicking. It's still that you feel very uncomfortable and sad and disappointed. Just focus and think where you can and how you could find your loved one. However, So for more information, you guys can go to avidadvice.com, but support@avidadvice.com is the most important email that you guys can reach me out about missing people, helping with detective and officers. I'm also actually helping lots of others in Europe. So if you are guys also from Europe and trying to reach me out, I received a couple emails. I'm so sorry if I did not answer you guys. I'm very, very sorry about that. But please, support@avidadvice.com. That's the only way that you guys can reach me immediately, and I will urgently and immediately come back to you guys with an answer. So another things that I want to talk about before I take a call, which is also important to me, if you are guys receiving any emails from, example, people that mention my name by Persian Medium with double N example @gmail.com, with Hotmail, Yahoo, or anything, just dismiss it. It's not me. If you are guys receiving any email that says this is Fiona for an Avid example and some sort of Gmail, email, Hotmail, whatever, I wanted you to dismiss because it's not me. It sounds like a couple people, a couple of my clients and fans and followers received a couple things, and then they've been concerned, and I'm not ever reaching out to my clients through Gmail. I never reaching my clients or anyone or followers and students and fans through Gmails. I never did. And the only place that I am sending email through is support@avidadvice.com. So please, if you are guys receiving an email from Fiona, Persian Medium, I am powered through Gmails, Hotmails, Yahoo, dismiss, it's not me. And if just coming from support@avidadvice.com, that is the most important email that you should look at it and see exactly what's going on. Other than that, I'm not reaching out to anybody until this person asked me or wanted to absolutely have something that may have some solution with my gift. And number 3, also I want to say thank you for all emails. Thank you so much for Instagram messages. Thank you so much for warm, beautiful, and very, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of very touched by those beautiful emails, and I'm just say thank you. Really, really, I'm very touched. I'm very, very touched by those emails. And thank you that you guys caring about me. Thank you that you guys thinking about me. Thank you that you guys are in my life. And so I'm so grateful. I'm very thankful for every single of you guys. And I'm here. I'm alive. And I am actually on Avid, avidadvice.com. You guys can easily sign up on Avid and is chat, call, any some regular things that you guys absolutely can do. And those people who are actually working on Avid, they are also very certificate, and they are not just people that trying to work and give advice to people. So and that's why there is a couple of them that also helping you guys with police officers and to finding missing people as well. So they are professional as well. And again, I'm very grateful to tell it was a very kind of strange week, almost couple of days, or like a couple of days ago. I had lots of followers that asking me, Fiona, where you never been in Instagram, or we love your shows, we love your videos, we love everything about things. And I was like, wow, cool, thank you. Well, I always been on Instagram, but I never actually tried to send videos and stuff. And then one of my dear friend told me that, well, Fiona, you can actually do a live reading or live show and gave people a live reading. So I just felt that, okay, that's kind of like a cool thing. So I would do that. So then I tried, and it was cool because directly when I started, then almost over 150 or 250 people are starting to typing under. I said, oh my God, I can't even read it. I can't even actually, catch you up. But it was funny. It was cool. You guys send me an email and ask about, Fiona, when you are going to do and when is going to be the time. So I would say every Thursday 3 p.m. Pacific time. I would give a free reading to someone that would love to enjoy the Instagram. And it would be about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And the question should be short. And answer should be kind of yes or no, and the timeline as well. So if you guys want to do anything and trying to kind of get in touch and having mini reading from me, or having some concern and don't know exactly what to do, well, Thursday, every Thursday, 3 p.m., about 5 to 10 minutes, I will go live on Instagram and we'll give you guys an answer. Okay? So now back to the studio, I will say what I have right now. It sounds to be okay. Hello, Asia. How are you doing? This is Fiona, Persian Medium I Am Power. How's it going, darling?
It's going good. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Asia. I'm having a wonderful time with each of you guys, especially with you. Such a pleasure to talk to you today. Would love to have your date of birth first before I start feel and sense and connect to your soul and energies. Give me your date of birth first, and then tell me what you have in your beautiful mind and your heart and what I can do for you today. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay, my birthday is March 8th, 1994. Basically, I guess what I have in my head and my heart is like I'm on a quest to find myself, pretty much.
Okay. So can you say it again? Because I want to open another Pentagon skills for you, because it sounds to be lots of questions you have, and you would love to have the quick answers, but you would love to know where is the fact, what to do. So say it again, please, slowly. Let me just open the second Pentagon for you and see what kind of answer I will give it. Go ahead, please.
Okay, you want me to start with my birthday?
Sure.
Okay, my birthday is March 8th, 1994.
Got it.
And what is in my head and heart right now is basically a quest of finding who I am and what I'm here for.
Okay. So, sweetheart, the first strong, very, very powerful answer. Your purpose to come to this earth, to helping others, and do not allow anyone to get hurt, abused, and being used by others. So when it says that you need to help others, it's not just do the advice or trying to help them. It's also telling that if someone been abused or is still in an abused relationship, connection with some friends or something that had happened in her or his life, that they've been very disturbed, they've been very down, you have to connect with those people and help them out. You have the ability and the possibility and also the healing's power, which I can see and I feel and sense from your voice, that could helping others to find themselves in a better way. That's why you are lost. The reason that you are lost and you don't know who you are, because you look like a human, but you have an angelic soul. People with an angelic soul means that they are angel, but not with wings. They have human body, human face, and human voice. You are one of them. The reason that I ask you to say again, because when I opened your first Pentagon, I could see that something is strange and is not used to. And that's why I ask you again, please give it again, and then, just shoot your question again, because, again, at the second time, it gave me the same answer. So I have to say, you are a blessed woman, a blessed person. You have angelic soul. That's why sometimes to understand human people, understand their passion to things that may not really making you to feel good, or somehow you feel like I'm not like others, I'm kind of different and I don't understand why. That's why I can feel the body of yours is human, but the soul is angel, the angelic soul is without being. That's why you may need to look at yourself closely, find yourself to helping others, and make things to work out the way as you wish. You need to get up and stand up and go for helping others, no matter who they are and what type of job you have. If you're just, working in a receptionist or as a receptionist, or in some places, change your job, because you should not be a receptionist, okay? You should not be in a kind of like a job that is just to give service. You have to give more service than is just couple, conversation. That means that you can change life, you can change thought, and you can change their energies. That means that if you believe in yourself very enough, if you feel yourself and talk to yourself, meditate and connect with yourself, you are going to be able to give as much as you think to people that are still outside and needs you no matter what. So that's why I wanted you to get up, stand up, find yourself, and remember, you have a human body but angelic soul. It does make sense for you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. That's why it's very important to remember. Maybe some people says, oh, well, sometimes it's very hard to understand you. Sometimes it's like, because sometimes you feel like, oh, people are just getting like happy just because of that. Like some of those subjects for you is like, what? Because you are not like them. Many of them. That's why you have some very specific and very unique soul, and you can help others. What are you doing for a living right now? What is your professional living?
I'm not in anything right now. Like, I've been in between. I've been moving a lot. I've been trying to figure out, like, trying to settle down somewhere, like, where everywhere I go, it seems like I always run into something bad. So I guess basically I'm just trying to be somewhere where I'm peaceful.
Exactly. Because you do have that peaceful soul. Because your soul is not like others. Because things that maybe is very important for others, for you is not that important. The important things for you is to make a life to be, or to send peace, happiness, and a light and healings. For you, having a simple life, but trying to be around those that may not really feeling good is the first and the most important part of your life. That's why you need to first figure yourself out, which is I'm helping you today. The only way that you can figure yourself out, the only way that you can see exactly who you are, is that to listen to your heart for tonight and help others. Whatever you are doing, you could be a good healer. You could be a woman with a lot of background and give advice, family advice, anything that could just really, like a life coach. And you can be a certificate hypnotherapist. You could do everything because you have that energies inside that came from God that could change people's energies. So clinical hypnotherapist, a life coach, that could be something that you could just look at it and then trying to certificate yourself like inside and out and then go for it. Tons of people outside is just waiting for you to share with you the beautiful and gorgeous soul. That's what I wanted you to go for it. Okay?
Okay.
So, Asya, it was so nice to talk to you, gorgeous. For more information about me, you guys can go to abidadvice.com. And Asya, please just email support@abid.com, abidadvice, support@abidadvice.com. And if you have any questions, anything in regard me or anything if you have in your mind, so please just let them know. And I would love to get connected with you if you just need help for further situation. Thank you so much. And now I have another caller. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle, can you please give me your date of birth and then tell me about your question? We have just about maybe 8 minutes, so I would love to be quick. So please give me your date of birth and shoot your question. Go ahead, please.
11/28/76.
Okay, Michelle, what's going on and why you are so concerned and worried as I can see it right now in the middle of your pentagon? What makes you to feel nervous? Why you feel so down? Why you are too depressed? What's going on? What's wrong with you, Michelle?
Everything. I've lost everything and don't know where to go.
Okay, start first things, Michelle. You're telling me that you lost everything. You don't. You still have yourself. You did not lose yourself, okay? The only things that you have to do, you have to find yourself. So stop saying, I lost everything. You did not lost anything. You have to start over, and you can do it. The only things that you have to, right now, think, feel, sense, believe in yourself, be strong, and stop act as a victim and victimizing yourself just because I lost something. Nothing had happened. You just need to start over. And God knows, maybe you lost everything, as you mentioned, because you want to go and jump to the new path. Maybe you need to change your circle. Maybe it's time for you to transit from 10 years to another 10 years or 5 years of happiness and prosperity. Maybe the last or past 10 years for you was about the most craziest and stupid actually things, but now you have to jump to the most spiritual, happiest, and light and sunshine circle. How about that?
Yes, that'd be great.
You got it? So
yes.
We are not ever going to say, I am lost everything, which is you do not lost anything. As long that you are breathing, as long that you are alive, as long that you have a gratefulness and thankfulness for everything and anything, energies, frequencies, circumstances, people, whatever, you have to be thankful and grateful for that and never say I'm lost or I lost everything. So you just need to start over. And sometimes we need to change and challenge ourselves. We absolutely need to say yes to every changes that come to our life. At the beginning, maybe we are not feeling that is a good or pleasant timing, because every single minute and second that we are changing, it's not that pleasant, because it's kind of like gave us some sort of new roles, new opportunities, but sometimes those opportunities are very hard to get, and I have to do this, I have to do that, and I'm not used to it in the past. So, oh gosh, then don't do that, okay? So feel, sense yourself, and connect with your power, and then tell yourself, come on, Michelle, you're not lost. You just start over. You're going to start over. Your new transit of new 5 years, of new 10 years is just starting right now when you're talking to me, at the moment, okay? From tonight, you're not a loser, Michelle. You are a winner. Because from tonight, you're just going to find a new path, new circle, closing your eyes and jump into that. You got it?
Yes.
Good. For now, one word. What you're going to do from tomorrow, as it's going to be your first change after you felt that you've been lost or you lost everything. What's going to be your mission, or what is your goal tomorrow? First step tomorrow morning. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Start over.
Start over. There we go. You know. Start over. And sometimes we don't need to start over from the place that we was or we were. We may change the destiny completely. You know that you can change your destiny. You have that beauty of power to change your destiny. You know what? Because of energies, because of universe, because of frequencies. If you're sitting here and says, I'm a loser and I'm losing everything, I don't know who I am, then exactly what happened to you. You're a loser, you don't know who you are, and you feel uncomfortable about everything. How about you change that? How about you say from tonight, Michelle, you know yourself now. You know what? You are going to jump to the new transit, which is going to ensure and give you the guarantee of the best ever years of prosperity, happiness, wealth, health, and everything. How about that, Michelle? And start over, of course. We need to. We have to. Life is move on, and we have to move forward. If we just stay and just feel poor for ourselves, we're not going to go anywhere, Michelle. We're just going to say like, oh gosh, more depression, more anxieties, and everything. I wanted you to get up, stand up tomorrow, believe in yourself, and start over. That's what I wanted you to do, Michelle. Look at your phone number on the phone list. If you have those toxic people that trying to or make you to lose and lost everything you had, delete them, remove them. Toxic people is always toxic. They never change. Jealous people that make you to lost everything, remove them. Don't share your information, your heart, your thought, your everything to people that you know that don't like you or they are too jealous. Okay?
Yes.
Love your hater, but never share anything with them. Let them to just feel that, wow, where she can just find all this power and happiness. I wanted you to prove to every single of or every each of them that you can do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Look at those that help you when you've been in a very bad position of life, and delete those numbers and names that never ever come back to you or help you or been around you when you absolutely need them. And you will see the power of love and the power of right connection with the right people and correct people into your life will change your destiny. I promise you.
Okay.
And I know you can, Michelle. I do believe in you. And I know you can. You got it?
Yes.
Good. So from today, from tonight, Michelle is not telling to anybody I lost everything, because you did not lost anything. You just need to start over. You need to change and challenge to be better, because you want to be better. Because a new life will give you the better version of yourself. You have to find the better version of yourself. And I do believe in you, Michelle. And I know you can.
Okay.
Do you have any other question? We have 2 minutes left. Tell me one word. Give me something that I know that Michelle knows, what she has to do tomorrow, and what type of mission Michelle has tomorrow. Tell me.
I do. Do you see anything about relationship?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Everything around and surround you will change when you change the same or all the negativity and toxic and crazy things from the past.
Okay.
If you lost someone, will come back into your life. If he deserves you. If he's not deserving you, then don't go after someone that not even value you or respect you. Forget about that person and move on.
Okay.
Okay? Even if it's hard, but sometimes we have to prioritize ourselves. If you do love someone, this person has to love you as well. You can't just say, I love someone, and this person just disrespect and not even actually give it,
right,
any time for you. So that's what I wanted you to do. I have just 60 seconds, so I have to say goodbye. Michelle, thank you so much. For more information, you guys can go to avidadvice.com and persianmedium.com. And if you guys have any question, you guys can email to support@avidadvice.com. support@avidadvice.com. And you guys always can call and communicate with A1R Radio Network. Thank you and have a great one. Bye.
This is A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
I am here to help you.
Hi, this is Fiona. I'm the Persian medium and would like to help you to find answers. I can read your past, present, and predict the future using the best technique of Pentagon, unknown to most mediums and psychics. I advise law enforcement, lawyers, businessmen, and celebrities with their daily business and challenges. I will not judge you. I will be truthful. I will not sugarcoat the truth to keep you coming back. I will tell the good and bad things. I will be there for you when you need me. Your path with God is your own, and I am here to help you.
Fiona is among the best-rated psychics on Keen and across the entire World Wide Web. Visit PersianMedium.com to learn more, or go straight to Keen at Keen.com and search Persian Medium I Am Power. Check the feedback. Fiona is the real deal. Visit PersianMedium.com now. PersianMedium.com.
I am here to help you.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
This is a test to find out if you know it all when it comes to children. Name one of the leading killers of U.S. children age 1 to 13. What's the best way to protect children in a car crash? At what age and size should a child start using a booster seat?
Don't assume you know it all when it comes to car seats for your child. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat and know for sure. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A1R Psychic, Metaphysical and Wellness Radio. A breath of fresh air. This is A1R, a product of Positive Peak.
Your friends host shows on A1R Psychic Radio, and your friends also happen to be the top psychic radio host in the world. This is Planet Earth's top psychic radio and television broadcasting network. Nothing but love, light, and good intentions here. This is A1R, and we are live now. Time for the Terry Lynn Boyle Show with Terry Lynn Boyle. Terry Lynn Boyle. Live from amethystforest.ca. Connect direct. Our readings are always 100% free. Call now. In North America, dial toll free 888-454-ASK1. That's 888-454-2751. Or visit our website at AskOneRadio.com. There you'll find more numbers for Washington, D.C., London, and Sydney. Or connect at Facebook at Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. This is the Terry Lynn Boyle Show on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, some of you. Good afternoon to the rest. It's Terry Lynn Boyle, Vancouver Island medium, coming to you from, imagine that, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Woohoo, go. So, last Sunday was Mother's Day, was it? No, it was a long weekend. Anyway, I missed, how was your Mother's Day? My Mother's Day was fabulous. How's your week been? Fabulous for me, too. I'm so glad we're all agreeing on this. This is just great. Now, I decided that I was going to look up because, you know, you hear like the old saying, stop and smell the roses. And I talk a lot about how to do your self-care and better yourself and take care of yourself and stop and smell the roses. So I kind of started looking up some old sayings, and some of them were pretty funny. So we're just going to go to the humorous side for a bit here, okay? If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving is definitely not for you. Okay? Now, that is true. I'm not sure where that comes from being an old saying, but it really and truly is on this website of funny life sayings and old sayings. Hi, Jeff Paul. Hi. That's part of the peanut gallery, just kind of walking on by. The rest of the peanut gallery. Hi, Grace. Hi. Oh, there she is, you know. Oh, I waved to my sister, Janine. Hello, Janine. Okay, I think I got all my box marked off there, checked off. So now we'll go back to what I was talking about. So I was thinking, you know, like all of these sayings, you know, one is, okay, don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. This is true. Age is of no importance unless you're a cheese. Even if you're cheese, though, don't you just cut the mold off and eat the rest of it? I'm just saying. I don't know. And I started looking up some of the things that happened on this day. And there was really some different things. Johnny Carson. All of you remember Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show way back when. I know because my mother told me all about it. And Dave, our producer, he told me all about that one, too, because I'm too young to remember that. Anyway, Johnny Carson, this was his final night to appear. Let me see. Pete Rose passed Hank Aaron as the National League running league scorer. The children's program, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, premieres. Now, because I lived part of my life in Canada and part of my life in the States, I can't remember if Mr. Rogers was Canadian or American, but I think he was American. Because we had the Friendly Giant here in Canada. So, let me see what else happened today. Well, a lot of things happened. Lewis and Clark expedition began. You know, some of the things way in the back. But the biggest thing that I want to talk about, though, is your history lesson. Okay? Or what happened on this day in your history. Okay? What is in your history book? You know, Have you taken time to smell the roses? Have you written down the memories? Because, you know, I can remember being 25 or 30 years old and my mother saying, you know, that was the funniest thing that happened today. Make sure you write it down so you don't forget. And I went, oh, Mom, I'll never forget. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't remember these days from way back in, you know, the 80s, 70s. Wish I'd written them down like my mom asked me to. Anyway, what I want you to do this week, okay, is I want you to take the time to stop and smell the roses. Stop and make a few entries in a journal with some of the sayings that resonate with your life. Make this day and each day in your history book count for who you truly, authentically are and who you want to be. Manifest what you don't have and be grateful for what you do have. Make sure to get your history down. Don't depend on your memory. I promise at some point your memory's not going to be the best. Although I do have to say, my father-in-law, that man never forgot anything. Nothing. So, note from Dave, the producer. Thank you very much, Dave. Mr. Rogers was Fred Rogers, born in Pennsylvania. Just as I thought. He's American. And we had the Friendly Giant in Canada. I can't wait. My stepson's in Victoria, in Australia, rather. Not Victoria. He was in Victoria. Anyway, he's in Victoria, or I said again, blah, blah, blah. He's in Australia. So any of you people that see him, tell him about who your kids' people were. Your kids' people, like we had Sesame Street, we had Mr. Rogers, Friendly Giant, and that lady that spoke French that I can't remember her name. Who was in Australia? Who was in Scotland? In England? I don't know. It's a query for another time because right now, let's go to Sylvia in Queens, New York. Are you there, Sylvia?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing this evening, Sylvia?
Okay, pretty good, thank you. Good.
Good. Are you guys having nice weather way over there on the other side of the pond?
Not really. It's been raining a lot, but it's okay. The humidity skyrocketed, but it's okay.
There you go. Well, we had lots of rain. We've sent it to you, apparently. Now we're having nothing but sunshine. So know that the sunshine. That's right. It's coming your way there, baby. So,
thank you.
How can we help you tonight? I mean, besides the sunshine already.
Just a general reading, you know.
Okay. So, Sylvia.
Yes.
Do you have a daughter?
No.
Do you have a son?
I have a son. He has a girlfriend, which I love very much.
Okay, so you look at her like a daughter.
Yes. She has become like a daughter to me.
Are they engaged?
No.
Are there plans for that? What I'm looking at is I'm seeing a baby in your future, and I believe that it's a granddaughter that's coming through. So I guess I'm looking at within the next 2 years, I'm hoping that your son isn't 14 years old.
No.
Which I don't think he is. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But by that time, he'll be finished college. So.
Yeah. Pardon me?
By that time, he'll be finished college.
That's a good thing then. That's a very good thing. So, but I do see this, I like the energy that the two of them have together. And I feel like with you, the girlfriend is someone you probably would have handpicked for your son.
Yeah.
She's not perfect, but if she was, you wouldn't like her, right?
I'm sorry?
I said she's not perfect, but if she was, you wouldn't like her, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's right. And also for you, now, are you going through like a job change, or are you kind of like at a crossroads with that?
No.
Because I feel like there's something coming on. It's almost like it's more pay but less hours. Do you have maybe a promotion coming up at work?
I just did.
Ah, okay. There you go. You just did.
Yeah.
Well, then it's not going to happen again. Not this quick. Because I was thinking, they were going to surprise you next week and go, hey, guess what?
No, No, not yet.
Not yet. No, give it a couple months and see where you are, right? I think that this is a very good promotion. I think you've worked very hard for it. And probably more than anything, part of the gratitude for you is because you have a good work ethic. And yes, of course, the extra money is wonderful, but your boss saying to you and recognizing you and saying good job, that you've worked so hard, that means a lot to you. And I just kind of feel like that's what you got from your dad.
Yes.
Okay. And has your dad passed?
Yes, both of them.
Both of your dad?
Both of my parents.
Okay. Both your parents. Your dad is the reason that I knew your dad was here, because I feel like my whole heart is just so proud of you. You have done so well for yourself. Both of them feel the pride of where you've come from. We all go through those learning times where we don't make the right decisions, but now, were you closer to your dad than your mom? There was a bit of a distance with you and your mom for a bit?
It was a different relationship, but I was close to both of them.
Yeah. That would be my phone here at home. There you go. Thanks. Grace from the Peanut Gallery got a phone call. Sorry about that. So you said that you were close to both of them, but there was a little bit a different relationship with your dad?
Yes. I was a little girl, he spoiled me a lot, so yes.
Yeah, but you were his little girl. But now, do you have a sister?
Yes, I have 2 sisters.
And no brothers?
4. One passed away already.
Rum.
Yes.
So you got mom and dad.
Yes.
Mom, dad. And then I have the male energy there. Also, it's like another man is there, but he's not. I don't feel like he's very old. Like I'd say maybe 25, 35, something like that.
They passed away?
Yes.
Okay,
do you have an uncle
brother?
maybe that... I'm sorry?
He passed away already?
I believe this man is passed.
Yeah, it could be my brother, which I also love very much.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it could be my brother, but he passed already, and I loved him very much. We had a beautiful relationship.
Okay. Now he was. I will say this. I'll tell you what this man looks like. He's probably about 5'10", and he has darker hair. It's not black. It's like a brown hair.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a wave to it. Quite a handsome man, actually. I think at times there would be a beard there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he has a heart as big as the world, like a very kind man. I think the only one who wasn't kind to is himself.
Yes.
Who's very, very hard on himself. And I feel a lot of love for you. A lot of...
yes.
And I don't usually say that.
Beautiful, beautiful relationship.
You must hear that. Yeah. Now, his death was very hard on you, obviously. But did you not get to talk to him before he passed? And because I feel like there's some guilt holding on, and like you just don't have the closure that you need for this death.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And I had spoken to him like 3 days before, but it wasn't that. It was a quick conversation that last time. And then he passed away 3 days after, but it was traumatic, very traumatic.
But if you had known it was going to be the last time you saw him, then you would have stepped in.
Of course.
Right. And he didn't want that. So there is really and truly, there's no guilt for you to hold on to here, honey. Not in any way, shape, or form. You did everything that you could possibly do. Okay? So you have to start remembering that. Now, with your mom, let's go to your mom now, okay?
Yes.
Were you with her there at the end? And were you her caregiver? Because I feel like you really tried to take care of things for her.
Yes.
And it was like you always
had till the end.
But yeah, and you always had to stand up for her, I believe. Like, nobody treated your mother badly. You would be like, no, you come in here and you do it right now and you take care of her because you're a very strong woman. And you were very very much the caregiver and the love of your, like the pride of your parents there to take care of them. That you felt that they had taken care of you all your life, and now it was your turn to do that. They both acknowledge that very much and are very grateful for you.
Thank you.
Also, your mom's like, oh, you go, oh, yay, and she's just quite excited, but I mean, she's like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like she can be really boisterous and really loud, but she's trying to be respectful kind of thing, and she's going, oh, yay, yay, okay, I'll be quiet. It's actually quite funny.
What is she excited about?
I think just that because it feels like that your life has maybe over the last 2 or 3 years kind of taken a turn for the better, and like things have started falling into place, kind of thing is what I'm feeling, and so she's really, really excited about how you have kind of stepped up the ladder a few rungs there.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. And don't forget, Sylvia, talk to them, listen to them in music. I tell everybody this. If you listen to the radio, ask a question. And then listen to what the lyrics of the song are. Listen to what the name of the song is. What's the meaning of the song? Find your answer within the music. Okay?
Okay.
And your brother had a huge love of music. So anytime you want to talk to him, it's like he says, you find my music and you listen and you'll know. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sylvia, for calling in. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I thank you for allowing me to kind of get into the personal life there, and I hope that I help some.
Yes, thank you so much.
Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. So, here we are. We've got our next caller is, a Canadian girl. Yay! Audrey, are you there from...
Yes, I'm here.
Geraldton, Ontario.
Geraldton.
Where is that?
Okay, that's east of Thunder Bay.
East of Thunder Bay. So... Yeah. Okay, so my family is from Cobourg, Ontario.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're west of that.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
In between Hearst and Thunder Bay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Well, how are you this evening? How's the weather out there in Ontario?
Actually, it's beautiful. It's plus 25 today, they say.
Wow, lovely.
Yeah. Nice, yes, it's so beautiful. I love it. Lots fishing, fishing. Mm-hmm.
Fishing, oh, yes. So, how can we help you tonight, Geraldine? Oh, okay. Sorry, Audrey.
Yes. Is there a studio, like somebody's listening?
You're on the air, live.
Oh, okay. Hi. I have somebody that passed away, like my niece passed away, and I feel like she's not crossed over.
Okay.
I don't know how to reach. I don't know. It's been happening lots lately. I've been getting messages through people dreaming about her. She's crying and stuff. And I had I had two dreams about her, too.
Okay,
she died of cancer?
So, Audrey, you know your niece. You were close to your niece. So when you dream about her, and you're up in your higher chakras there too, you're a high vibrational individual, young lady. So, you know, look at your intuition and believe in yourself. You know, where does she tell you that, why does she tell you that she's still a spirit here on this earth, that she's still earthbound?
Oh, no, she doesn't tell me that. She looks sick, and she's asking me to go get my husband.
Okay.
And I'm saying, okay, maybe she just needs prayers. So I put food out for her, and I pray for her. Fruit or something, yeah.
So
that's only, maybe there's some stuff that are not settled here yet for her.
Well, I think that she didn't want to leave this world when, you know, she passed of an illness?
Yes.
Okay, and she was not ready to go. She went way too young.
Yeah.
You know, there was still a lot of things left that she felt she wanted to do here on this earth. Did she have a baby? Did she have a little boy?
No, she lost her baby, but she adopted a little boy, her nephew.
Okay, yeah, and so now he's lost without her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right there is why she's still here. Okay.
Okay.
She's, you know, she feels like he had nobody to begin with, and now she's gone, and she's really concerned about where, you know, what's going to happen to him now. So when I come across something like this, I will talk to the Archangel Azrael. This Archangel is the Archangel known as the Angel of Death. You know, he's the one that he will bring messages from those who have passed over. Before I do a reading, I always ask him to bring whatever is in the highest interest of my client. And a lot of times when there are, you know, still spirits here that can't seem to leave, I'll ask him to come and talk to them. I'll ask family members who have passed to come and talk to them. So if you have some family members, you know, like her grandpa or some other family members, I believe there's also an auntie there, a great aunt, and ask them to come and, you know, say your prayers and ask them to come and talk with her and tell her how much they love her and how everything truly is going to be okay, you know, and help her to cross over.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing is also know that she will still come back and visit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My other question is, is there a partner coming into my life?
Well, I would say within the next year, but don't jump on the first one. Like, don't jump be cautious. I want you to be slower. Take your time and don't fall in love so quickly. Okay. You have a pattern, so you know what your pattern is. Don't repeat it. Kick it. Learn from this last relationship. It didn't go well at all, did it? So learn from.
Well,
well, parts of it were good, I know, but
I haven't had any relationships really since my ex.
That's the one I'm talking about. Sorry, I had to take
a drink. Well, I'm over him. It's been a while now.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that you're willing to don't drop your standards. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Put in your head and manifest what this guy's going to look like. I see someone who was probably about 5'10", and I know 5'11" maybe. He may be a little bit taller, 5'11", and athletic. Okay, whether he plays baseball or something like that. Are you around a baseball team, or do you know people that play ball?
No, I go to traditional competitive powwows.
Sorry?
I go to competitive powwows.
Okay, that kind of a thing is where it is. Okay?
Yeah.
It's probably a dancer then, because I feel like he's very athletic. Okay?
Okay. Right.
And just a really nice guy. This guy, it's almost like he's too nice. It's almost like it's too good to be true. He is really nice. Okay. But don't put him on a pedestal. Okay? And what you need to do, Miss, is you need to start taking care of yourself better. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Start taking the time for yourself.
Okay.
Okay? Take that little bit of time and treat yourself a little bit better. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it.
Yes, I did. I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So take a little bit of that time for yourself.
What about the job? Am I going to get a promotion because I just started a new job?
No, for a bit, honey. I see that it's almost like with this company, it's like you have to prove yourself, and it's almost like you have to prove it extra with the company that you're coming into with now. So,
okay. I'm a teacher right now. Yeah.
It's going to be a tough year for you. But don't give up, because I see you moving up the rung also. Okay?
Yeah, okay. It's just going to be okay, like, for now. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be what you need right now.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for calling in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Have a wonderful time in Ontario. That's Audrey. Well, that's about it for me tonight. It's Terry Lynn Boyle coming to you from Vancouver Island. Yay! Look, no hummingbirds tonight. Oh, well, there we go. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me for the last 30 minutes. Remember that there are so many other psychics here. Remember to take care of yourself this week. Remember to give Dave, the producer, a hard time. And Connie. And just remember to laugh, because laughter is the medicine that helps all of us. Okay? I'm off to Texas tomorrow. Woohoo! That's what I should do, is be practicing my southern drawl, because I do have one. So I may be doing my show from the Calgary airport next week. We'll see. That'd be kind of different, huh? Until then, have a wonderful week. I'm Terry Lynn Boyle, Vancouver Island Medium, coming to you from Vancouver Island. Have a wonderful week.
This is A1R, the S1 Radio Network.
How are you going to get one step closer to your desires and wishes today? Get answers before you need them. Persian medium Fiona opens the window to the world of unknown energies and communicates with the spirits. The answers are communicated to her by spirits, and they are customized to you and your life. Persian medium Fiona can read your past, present, and predict the future using revolutionary and transformational pentagon technique unknown to most mediums and psychics. Fiona will not judge you. She will always be truthful but tactful. Be ready for a thrilling experience. Contact Persian medium Fiona today.
The best way to contact Persian Medium is on keen.com at 800 Ask Keen, extension 049-729-13, or by searching Persian Medium I Am Power in the search box. You can also find her on Facebook and Twitter by searching for Persian Medium, or visit her website at persianmedium.com. The power of spirit is at your disposal now. Don't delay.
I'm John, a volunteer at United Way. I'm here at Lincoln Elementary School to find out what this place needs. Who knows better about what kids need than kids, right? Let's ask them.
Monsters! Lasers! A pool! Another guinea pig! More lasers! Sprinkles!
I was thinking more spinach at lunchtime and maybe more exercise.
Nah. Lasers are cool.
When it comes to creating healthier communities, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to UnitedWay.org, because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
I want to change some things.
I want to help more kids graduate from high school.
I want more of my neighbors to have access to health care.
I want to change what I see around here.
United Way is creating real, lasting change where you live by focusing on the building blocks of a better life: education, income, and health.
I just want to see more smiles on my sidewalks.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. For more, visit United Way at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Live from the live A1R Psychic Radio is planet Earth's #1 metaphysical, spiritual, and psychic radio network. Nobody reaches more souls than us. Time for Creating an Inspired Life with Colleen Vanderzijden. Colleen Vanderzijden. Live from ColleenVanderzijden.com. Connect direct. Our readings are always 100% free. Call now. In North America, dial toll-free 888-454-ASK1. That's 888-454-2751. Or visit our website at AskOneRadio.com. There you'll find more numbers for Washington, D.C., London, and Sydney. Or connect at Facebook at Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. This is Creating an Inspired Life on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. I'm Colleen Vanderzijden, and this is Creating an Inspired Life. I'm so happy you're watching and listening today. We're going to have a great show as usual. I'm a medium, and as a medium, I connect in with our loved ones on the other side. I'm also a certified life coach, and life coaching is helping people handle their problems, basically. If you're having relationship issues, job issues, stress, whatever it is, I help people handle those problems. It's awesome. Today, my coaching tip today is all about saying no. Our life situation here is like a school in a way. Life brings us issues, concerns, whatever it is that we need to look at within ourselves so that we can become our best selves. Things will come up to make us confront issues. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is that this week I had an interesting experience, a few of them actually, because life is trying to teach me something and get my attention. That's what I found out and finally figured out. The other night I was talking about how someone had contacted me and wanted me to volunteer for an event in July on a Saturday night. And I knew if I said yes, I would be committing to doing too much, because on Friday night I had already committed to another volunteer event. On Saturday I already have readings scheduled, and I'm doing a mediumship demonstration in the afternoon. So if I did this thing on Saturday night, after all of that, that would really affect me and what was going to happen the next day with the readings I have scheduled for the next day. And I could feel my resistance to this new request. I could feel it there. So when I got the email, I didn't respond right away, because I knew that it would be too much. I would be too tired and all of this stuff. But I'm aware that when my inner self wants me to say no, I just delay responding. I just put it off a little bit and don't respond right away. It's a great tactic for me to get back into myself, give myself time to figure out if that's what I really want to do, and also lets me figure out how to rephrase my response so that it could be a nice, polite, tactful response. But when this happened, here's where I went wrong. Instead of just emailing her back with a simple no, I told her I was going to be too tired, probably, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't say no, but I said I might or might not show up the night of the event. And she, of course, was like, well, whatever you can do is fine, And I told her it'd be a last-minute decision. So I was talking to my family about it. My daughter looks at me in her wisdom, as she has so much of, and she says to me, why didn't you just say no? You know you're going to be too tired. You know it's going to be too much. You know you're not going to want to leave the house. Why didn't you just say no? And I thought, oh, here she goes again. She's always right. I mean, she really is. She was actually my mother in a previous life. Maybe that'll be another story. But I realized, because she said that it was time that I needed to look at some things. What is it about myself that I have such a problem coming out with an outright definitive no? Why can't I do that? Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I'll make excuses. I'll try to soften the blow for them, whatever it is. And this idea of not being able to come right out and say no also includes not standing up for myself, not speaking my truth, not saying what I feel to certain people. It's all the same thing, whether it's a yes, a no, or whatever it is that I need to be saying. So there's something here, and I was thinking about this quite a bit. And many of us us struggle with wanting to be liked, wanting to not upset other people. We want to keep everything smooth. We don't want to cause any problems. And it can become an ingrained habit, something we may have learned when we were younger. And we might do it to avoid conflict, which is one of my things. I know I do not like conflict. And I don't want to hurt other people or make them upset and all of this. And I realized, again, for maybe the 100th time, that this is affecting my ability to say no. It's a habit that I have, and so many of us have this habit of just responding without really thinking. We are not really connected to ourselves. We don't really know what we want to do, who we are, what we want to go. We're not listening to our inner being. We're not listening to our inner truth. And this habit is really based on fear. Everything that is bad is based on fear. It's the fear of being disliked, or even the fear of not being seen as good enough. And we get trapped in there, in this fear. But fear is a good thing, really, because it's there to protect us. It might be misguided at times, but it's there to protect us. But if we can be aware, we can check into these things. This was another wake-up call for me. I love this because life, I know, does bring me situations, as it does for you too. It brings us things to get it into our focus so that we can figure out what we need to do and how to move forward. I did notice that I'd had some people call me recently asking me to help them with problems that are not in my skill set. They didn't have anything to do with mediumship, psychic, or coaching, or healing. Didn't have anything to do with that. And I was really good. I was aware that it was outside of my area. Rather than just trying something I shouldn't be doing, I said no and sent them to someone else. So that was good. The other day, somebody else asked me a question, wanted me to allow them to do something, and I was in the position to say no, and I did. It was not right. I just went no. I didn't even explain it. I said no. So looking back, I can see that the universe here is bringing me these situations so I can practice saying no. And if I'm not saying no, things are going to happen. I'm going to have more problems, and I'm going to keep getting situations where I have to practice saying no until I finally get it. You know how some people joke sometimes that they don't want to come back to do another lifetime because they just don't want to. And people will say to them, well, if you don't learn everything in this lifetime, you have to come back and practice and do it again. It's kind of the same thing. You don't have to wait till another lifetime to practice. You can do it now. And if I'm not speaking my truth and saying my no, that is really showing that I'm disconnected. That awareness is always so important, the self-awareness. I have to be aware, and you have to be aware of who we are, what we want. Then it's easier to speak our truth. And as you know, my passion is to help you and myself become our best selves. But we can't do that if we're not listening to ourselves, if we're not honoring our inner truth and feeling what we really need to be feeling. We're not listening to the inner being that's trying to help us. So we have to come back to ourselves. I did notice also this week, it's been a very insightful week for me, that when my inner being wants me to say no, I will frequently override that feeling. And I'll say to myself, well, I'll do it, and I'll see what happens. It can be as simple as, it looks like it's going to rain, or I think it might rain, but I don't take the umbrella with me, you know, one of those things. Logically, I don't see what could go wrong with whatever it is I'm saying. I'll try it anyway. But lots of times, lots of things do go wrong. And the problem with this, of overriding my feeling, is like letting the universe know and telling my inner self, sorry, I'm not going to listen to you. And I'm not listening to the intuition. I'm not listening to the warning feelings I'm getting inside about not doing something. And I can look back over my life and see so many times where I said, I'll do it and see what happens. And then I regretted it. So it's an interesting thing that has been brought further into my awareness. You may as well have something you say or do that overrides your warnings, your intuition, that feeling you get. And it might be saying, well, I don't trust my emotions. You know, I think, I don't know, I'm probably wrong. And so you doubt yourself. And the step really is to become aware of how you feel and what you want. You want to check in with how you respond. Are you responding out of habit? You always say the same thing, you know. I said to somebody once, you just don't listen to me very well. And he says, well, you always say that. And I'm thinking, yeah, and you just didn't listen to me again right now. So we have these habits and these reactions that we're totally unaware of. And if we can become more aware of these things, that will help us get back to ourselves. Not being able to say no, and I do know, I've had so many clients who have the same issue, is a sign that we've disconnected from ourselves. And we just have to take that time to get back to ourselves again. All my messages on every radio show, every coaching, pretty much every mediumship reading is if you're having a problem in your life, you've disconnected from yourself. You've disconnected from paying attention to who you are, what you want, what you feel. You're not in your power. You're not in your alignment of who you truly are. Because if you are, you'll be able to speak your truth, and you can do it nicely. You don't have to be a jerk about it, but you can do it nicely, and you'll be able to say no once you get back into that. So after I decided I was going to talk about this, I had another time where I got to say no, and I did it. So I hope you're all proud of me, because I'm proud of myself for that. It's going to be a daily struggle, but I've made a point of looking every day for an opportunity to say no, and it's turned into a game. So that is my coaching tip of the day. It's all about saying no and how it comes back to understanding and knowing who you are. I'm Colleen Vanderzijden, and you can reach me at psychicmediumcolleen.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Colleen Vanderzijden, Medium and Self-Empowerment Coach. And if you're trying to find me on Facebook, make sure you just keep typing Colleen Vanderzijden, and then eventually you'll see the medium part show up. And then you can follow me there. So I'm so happy you were listening to me today, and we are going to go on to our first caller, who is Catherine from Kansas. Catherine, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, you don't sound good. You sound kind of low energy. Is there something? Yeah. It's like, I'm good. Okay. Is there something in particular you want to talk about tonight?
I'm just kind of stuck in life right now. I dropped out of high school, and recently I went back into classes online and got my high school diploma, and now I'm just kind of stuck on what I want to do with my life. I don't know where to go. I want to go to college, but I suffer from anxiety and depression, and it's stopping me. And I just want to know, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, basically.
Okay, that's a big order, but this is what I was getting all sorts of stuff as you were talking, and I want to congratulate you for going back and finishing your degree there, because that's very important. And it is interesting that you mentioned anxiety and those things, because that totally ties into what I was just talking about being who you are and knowing who you are. And so I do want to talk about that a little bit, and I do have a suggestion for you that you might consider following as a career choice, because I can feel you've got a lot of potential within you. First, I want to tell you that you have a very good heart. You have a very loving presence, don't you?
Yeah.
You do. You really do. And I want you to remember this, because what I'm going to have you do, I'm giving you homework. Okay? This is good homework, though, not like school stuff. I want you to, and this I tell a lot of my clients this, I want you to sit down with a piece of paper or on the computer if you prefer, and write down all these wonderful things about yourself. Because what this is going to show you is all of the good stuff about yourself. Because you're a very loving person, you're very kind. You try very hard not to upset other people, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a lot like me, I can tell. And you have that really good heart. So remember those things, those 3 things I just said to you, because you're going to write those down. The reason I have people write this down is because when it's written down, we tend to believe it as true. Okay? And if it's written down, you can start to learn more about yourself. And you're not going to write down just 10 things, 15 things, 20. You're going to do 100. You're going to do 100. You're going to reach about 30 maybe, or maybe even sooner than that. And you're going to have to start really digging for some things. And you'll start recognizing that, think about you going back to school. What does that show you? It shows you that you have the persistence to go back and do that. That's a wonderful thing. It shows you have the discipline to go back and do that. It's a wonderful thing. Look at these wonderful things all about you. You have so much there for you. And there's two things that are popping into my head right now that I want you to think about, consider for career. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go exactly with what I say, and you don't have to do anything I say for that matter, but you don't have to go exactly with that, but it may lead you to something else that sparks your interest. Okay? And I'm seeing these two things. One, I want you working with children, as either a preschool person or a teacher's aide kind of thing. And I know you're sitting there going, oh my God, really? But think about it, because you're so good with kids, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are. So think about it, because that's something. The other thing, and this one popped in first, okay? This is actually more along the lines of going to a community college and doing something related to it is scientific, so you're probably resisting that idea as well, but that's okay. Like a medical thing, you know, like becoming somebody who can take x-rays or something like this, okay? There's something to this, because you would get into a situation where you could help. Are you also very good with older people? Because that's what it's feeling like to me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. This may be where I'm heading as well, because I kind of want you in a medical field. And if you were to work in a nursing home or an assisted living facility or something like this, too, you notice both things I'm mentioning are both connections to people. You know, you have those skills of being able to talk to people really well and make them feel comfortable. So what you want to do when you're deciding what you're going to do is you want to use the things you're already comfortable in. You know, I know you say you have some anxiety and things like that, but that's just because of the situation at hand. You haven't just found your path yet. It's only a matter of taking some small steps to get you on your path. And you're so close to this. And I have to say, too, I am feeling you looking at some situations. I do want you to go back to school, is what it feels like to me. I want you to go and get some more training on some things, and something that's low key, you know, no big deal, you know, because there's the feeling that it's going to make you more confident. So you start out taking something that's easy, you know, just to get back into the swing of how that all works. At the same time, you might really consider looking into those ideas I was talking about, especially the working in a nursing home or assisted living facility or something like this, because I think you can get a job as an aide with minimal training, and that would get your foot in the door and you'd feel more comfortable. And then if you decided you wanted to pursue something further, you would be able to do that. Oh, my goodness, that was a lot of talking. What do you think about all that?
Well, it's actually kind of cool because my mom, she has MS, and I help her when I go in town and see her, and she told me that, you know, you would be really good working as a CNA, you know, because I help her and I make her feel comfortable and things like that, so...
I'm telling ya, I know what I'm talking about with you. And you would be really good at this. So I'm glad you've affirmed that for me. And you would be so good at this. So think about this and start to just plan some steps, little steps, no big steps, just little steps. Start looking around, see what's out there, see what's close by. And I'm sure your mom can help point you in the right direction as well, because this is going to make the difference, and you'll be able to get rid of that anxiety. I promise you, you will be able to get rid of it once you step on your path. It's 100%. I will guarantee that. And I never do that. So, okay. Well, Catherine, I am so happy I got to talk to you today. And congratulations on a new job you'll be getting. And I hope that you will call back sometime so I can talk to you again and you can tell me what's happened. Or you can contact me on my website, psychicmediumcolleen.com, and let me know, because I do want to know, okay? Make sure you do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good night. Bye. And that was Catherine from Kansas. Yeah, she's going to be fun. She's going to go far. I hope she takes action towards that. It doesn't work if you don't take any action, but I know she can do this. It's going to be so exciting for her. She's going to feel great. Now we're going to move on to Shakoya from North Carolina. Shakoya, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I love your name. It's different.
Thank you.
I like different. It's beautiful. And how can I help you today?
I want to know what's going to happen with my relationship with Christopher.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I just pick up on so many questions about that. Are you questioning?
Yes.
Because I get questioning. I'm actually getting a lot of really weird physical symptoms in my stomach. Do you get any kind of stomach things or chest pain or anything like that when like nervous? It's like nervous, you know. I just and it seems okay. I'm glad I'm touching in with you, not someone else. But it's the feeling of you've really been thinking about this, and you've been going back and forth, and you're trying to figure it out. And you have a very high tolerance for things, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you put up with stuff, and you don't. You do not speak your truth either. Do you suppress yourself and not say what you really need to say and want to say?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And, you know, it is interesting because I'm not feeling you as being particularly happy in this relationship. Are you not really happy?
I am happy.
Okay, why do I keep feeling this? Because it feels like there's too much going on here. It feels like you're going back and forth, you know, with what's happening here. It seems like you've got too many doubts about it. So why do you say you're happy, but I feel you're not happy?
Right now I am, but it's been up and down.
Okay, so I'm getting the more longer term thing that's been going on. You know, I do get the impression that you try very hard, and I do get the impression that you're there for him all the time. But I don't get the impression that he's always there for you all the time. Does he not pay attention to you sometimes, or do you feel like he's not paying attention?
I feel like that sometimes.
Yeah. You know, I hesitate usually to predict like how a relationship is going to come out because you have free will to create whatever you want. And he has free will as well, of course. And there's a lot of things I want more clarity on in you and who you are. I want more clarity on how you're feeling. I want you to be able to figure out what it is exactly you're looking for. Are there other issues and concerns besides him? You feel like he's not really paying attention. Does he travel a lot or something? Because I feel him not being present.
Yes, he travels.
Okay. So do you not see him as, you know, all the time then, if he's traveling?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay. And you are in a committed relationship, right? Okay, good, because that's what I was feeling, so I just want to confirm that. And, you know, it is interesting. I want to, right now, I'm getting the impression that I want to boost your self-esteem more. Do you spend too much time waiting around for him? Do you know what I mean? Not doing your own things as much? You know, when he comes home, do you just kind of set everything aside so you can be there?
Yes.
Okay, and because what I want to do is I want to boost your self-esteem. I want you doing things that you want to do. I want you kind of planning your own life as much as possible. Do you work outside the home?
No.
Okay, and what do you do when you're home?
I take care of my mom.
Okay, because there's the feeling of you need more of you time. You know, you doing what you want to do. I want, you know, it is interesting because is your mom seriously ill or something that you have to be there with her?
Yeah.
And is there the opportunity, can she leave the house at all?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have around you a place? I know up where I live, there's some places where you can bring people to kind of as a social event kind of thing, but they have, you know, people there who can watch them, nurses and things like that. It's kind of like an adult daycare. Do you have anything like that around you?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that might be something to investigate because I'm getting the impression that if you can get some help with that, you would be able to do more things for yourself? Because I get the feeling that you're on call, and it's hard to get involved in something